Hey movement family, I'm Maple. Welcome back to another session on the mat. Just a little quick warm up for the body, some little juicy stretches and some intention setting. So if you'd like to join me today, let's just get comfortable seated on your mat space. Whatever seated looks like for you, just get those sit bones grounded. You can always remove a little extra flesh and just make sure you're comfortable. Feel free to support under your knees if they're lifted off the ground. And just roll your shoulders down your back and either close your eyes. If that doesn't feel right, just have a hazy gaze. Perhaps drop your chin towards your chest and a hazy gaze at the floor. Maybe you'd like to join me either with your palms on your thighs face up or down, or perhaps bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your stomach, just below the navel. Just take some time to settle into your space. Having an awareness of tension that might be holding on in your body. Part your teeth just slightly. Soften your brow. Soften your shoulders. Let them lengthen down from your ears. Take in the sounds, maybe the smells, and if your eyes are slightly parted, perhaps take in any sights. Letting yourself feel calmer, hopefully, as you unite with your breath. Breathing in, let your belly expand forward into your hand if your hand is on your stomach. And exhaling, just acknowledging some extra space created in the body. So every time you inhale, fill up to your capacity, your belly, and then your lungs. Exhaling back out the lungs and the belly, taking note of some extra room that you might be feeling as you breathe more deeply each time. Inhale and let your ribs widen. Exhale, just letting it all go. Tension, worries, self-doubt. And perhaps you join me with your breath, breathing in, I am enough. And when you exhale, just letting go of any negative self-doubts, self-internalized talk that tells you otherwise. And take one more breath in and to yourself, I am enough. Maybe you part your lips and sigh that one out. Manifest that out into the world. When you're ready, gently blink open your eyes. Bring your palms together and interlace them, flipping your palms forward in front of you and avoid hyperextending those fingertips. Just press gently through the heels of your hand. Take a breath in. Reach your arms to the sky. Let your belly reach forward as you round the back slightly. Keep your chin and your gaze soft. When you exhale, flip your palms to face you and round your back out like a cat. Really hinge back, but stay grounded and strong in the sit bones, navel to spine. A few times with breath, inhale, reach towards the sky. Open up your heart. Perhaps your shoulders and biceps come past your ears. Maybe not. And exhale, round your back out. One more time, inhale, flip your palms up. Active long arms. Exhale, round your back. Nice. Last time, inhale, reach up for the sky. And then part your hands. Exhale, tabletop pose, palms down. Come over to all fours. Bringing your palms wide under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And right here are a couple cats and cows. Inhale, letting your belly dip down. Reach the sitting bones back and through the crown of your head. And exhale, press through your palms and shins, chin towards chest. Really arch the back towards the sky. Stretch the back of your neck. Two more times. Inhale, reach the heart open. Exhale, round. Press the earth away. And last time, inhale. And exhale that breath out. Come to your tabletop pose, long neutral spine, draw your navel in and up so you feel your core engage. And then either walk or carry, flow to your right foot forward to a bit of a low lunge, keeping the back knee down. Then gently glide yourself up to the spine so you're erect. You can bring your hands stacked one on top of the other to your thigh, or if you feel comfortable, go ahead and reach them all the way up to the sky. We have some active movement here to open up our hips. So right now, before we move on, just notice if your knees are at 90-degree angles, those right angles. Go ahead and breathe in and hug your femur bones, your inner thighs together. And as you exhale, cactus your arms, elbows peel out wide, hinge forward so you can really stretch into that left groin and hip flexor. Inhale, bring your spine all the way back upright, arms to the sky. Exhale, melt. Inhale, scissor your inner thighs as you rise. Press your front foot down, feel your quad activate. And exhale, hinge and melt. Let it feel good. Maybe go a little deeper. Inhale, rise all the way up, long spine, arms up. This time, exhale, open twist to your right. So you want to keep both hip points forward and just twist like a corkscrew from the navel, opening up. Soften your shoulders from your ears. Maybe bring your back palm to sacrum. You can even bring the front palm to your outer thigh. Whatever feels right, ladies and gents. Big breath in, get tall. Lift your ribs off your hips. And as you exhale, just twist slightly deeper. Hug your inner thighs so your hips stay forward. Awesome. Inhale, unwind. Touch your palms together overhead. And exhale, half splits, palms to the ground. Extend your right foot forward in a nice long line. Flex the toes back towards your hip. You want to keep the back knee still at that right angle. And then bend the front knee as much as you need to avoid hyperextending the knee or overstretching the hamstring, but get that nice juicy hamstring stretch right here. Navel to spine as you breathe in and out to fold a little bit deeper. Keep that core engaged. Inhale, reach the crown of your head forward. And exhale, let yourself fold and round a little bit. Maybe bring your nose or forehead towards your shin. One more cycle of breath. On your inhale, rise back up, plant your front foot. And as you exhale, tabletop pose, try to carry or float that right leg back. Long spine. Same thing, left side, carry or float your left foot forward. And then gently shimmy yourself up to your crescent moon shape, 90-degree right angles with those knees. Reach the arms overhead, navel to spine, get long and tall right here. As you exhale, go ahead and hinge and melt. Bring those hips together, forward and down. Cactus your arms wide. Try to get the elbows shoulder height. Spread your fingers a little bit wider. Feel the depth in your right groin and hip flexor. Inhale, rise back up. Press through your front foot. Feel the quad light up. Hugging those femur bones together the whole time, friends. Exhale, hinge and melt forward. We've got one more go at it right here. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, open your heart, peel the elbows, melt forward and down. Inhale, come back up. And here's our twist. Exhale, open up to your left, so you're twisting to the inner thigh. Find where your shoulders are most comfortable here. Let them soften out of the ears. Hug your inner thighs. Draw your navel in and up. Get tall and proud in this stance. Maybe bring back in. Close your eyes and bring back in that I am enough. Get tall in your spine. Breathe in and twist like a corkscrew. Breath out. So you inhale, unwind, arms to sky. Press the palms together overhead. And exhale your half splits, palms to the ground. Extend your left foot forward. Heel in line with knee, which is also in line with your hip. Bring your palms under your shoulders or wherever is comfortable here. If you had blocks, you could always press onto those. And then hinge from your hip creases. When you fold, magnetize your toes back towards your shin and your left hip crease. Breathe in for that length. Breathe out for your depth. take on one more cycle of breath. Fold a little bit deeper here with your last exhale. Inhale pulls you up that halfway, plant your foot. And exhale, gently float it back to your tabletop pose. Nice. Go ahead and tuck your toes, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breath out, hips to sky. And take a couple breaths here, a couple moments for some organic movement. So pedaling out the legs, maybe nodding your head no and yes. And on a positive note, whatever you need to feel good. Spread the fingers wide on your mat, about shoulder width apart, feet about hips width distance apart, wherever your body feels most comfortable in your downward facing dog. Finding stillness here, bend your knees and walk your palms to the back of your mat, to your feet, ragdoll pose. So hinged right in half, you can bend your knees, rest your torso on the thighs, or find straighter legs, rooting down through your toes, but keep your heels glued. Feel free to stay in stillness or pendulum swing side to side. Maybe you take a bind or bring your palms into your elbow creases. Again, crown of head heavy to the earth. So you can nod your head no and yes to help you soften the neck muscles. And then find some stillness, nice long spine. You can release your palms down to the ground. And then walk your palms back to grab your ankles on the back side. And try to keep a long spine here. As you inhale, slide your palms up the backs of your legs for a halfway lift. So you want your torso to rest it parallel. Slightly tuck your chin, draw your navel in and up, shoulders down your back. Staying, of course, for that exhale. On your next inhale breath, come all the way up. You can leave your palms right there on that tissue, right under your glutes. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Nice, friends. Inhale, sweep your palms to the sky, mountain pose or Tadasana. Then exhale to fold, sliding your palms to that crease under the booty, folding halfway. Pause here, breath in, get long in your spine. And on your exhale, slide your palms, go all the way to that forward fold. Palms go down. Nice, let's repeat that twice more. Inhale, halfway lift, slide your palms up to the flesh under the butt cheeks. Stay, breath out, shoulders down your back, navel draws in. Inhale, come all the way up to standing with a nice long spine. Exhale, hands to your heart, option to close your eyes, I am enough. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, Tadasana. Exhale, fold in half. Grab the flesh under your cheeks. Stay, breath in, reach through the crown. Exhale, fold all the way down. Once more, ladies and gents. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide the palms up the legs. Stay, breath out. Inhale, standing, rise up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky, mountain pose. And exhale, fold in half, palms to the backs of your legs. Stay right there. Stay, breath in. Exhale, fold again. Nice. This time without tracing your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, palms under the shoulders or to the fronts of your shins, shoulders down your back. Stay, breath out, slightly soften your knees here. Nice. Inhale all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Awesome job, everybody. Step your right foot forward, warrior two. In our standing series, bring your right knee over your right ankle, toes track forward. Left foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Your torso is actually turned sideways. Check your hips. Sometimes we're pivoted a little bit. You can always straighten that leg, level the hips, fire up the quads, and then rebend the knee, tracking forward over the toes so you can see your first two toes. Then hold those nice little hips. Outstretch your arms and settle in with your breath. To find some movement, actively press your back toe down, your big toe down in the front. Inhale, straighten your front leg, touch your palms overhead. Exhale, deepen back into that warrior two lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, melt it back down. Inhale, reach up, straighten that front leg. Exhale, warrior two. This time, inhale, pyramid pose, high reaching, arms overhead. Pivot that right foot forward so both toes are to the front. Stay breath in. Stay breath out, actively pressing your palms together. Light up your biceps. Stay inhale. As you exhale, it is horse or goddess pose. Hands come to your heart. Pivot your heels in, your toes out so you can get a slight squat. I want you to notice in your squat, this isn't Garland Pose or Malasana, and we don't want to just cave in here. We want to be actively engaging through the feet standing, that energy up, hug your legs back. Try to level your shoulders over your hips and just sit right here. You can bop up and down. You can work with some heel lifts. We've got a few rounds of breath. Take what you need. You even have the option to rest your arms on your thighs, but keep that active engagement. You can always shimmy back and forth, whatever you need. You can always close your eyes. Full breaths. When you inhale, let your belly press forward. And just exhale, sighing out any negativity you might be holding. And taking one more full breath in. Finding stillness if you were in motion. Breath out. Amazing, friends. Inhale, rise up to standing pyramid. Both toes come forward. Once again, get tall. Lift your ribs off your hips. And as you exhale, warrior two, left toes pivot forward. Your back right foot is now parallel to the short edge of your mat. Set it up once again if you need to straighten your leg. Level, adjust your hips. Lift the quads. Engage the glutes and then melt back down. See the front knee tracking over the front toes. With your breath, inhale, palms overhead. Touch them. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, melt back into your warrior stance. Actively using these arms as you rise and fall with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, high reaching pyramid. Touch your palms, bring both feet forward. Stay, breath out. Now, option to take a bind right here. Go ahead and release your palms behind you, shoulders down your back. Interlace your fingers, soften through those sweet elbows. Breath in, lift your heart. And breath out, Prasarita, wide leg forward fold. You can fold in half and pause, draw the navel in, rinse the shoulders down, and then fold all the way when you're ready. Let the back leg start to get a nice stretch. Actively press through the little toes. You can even pigeon toe in just slightly, heels out, toes in. If the bind is not serving you, friends, feel free to release it at any point in time. You can bring your palms to the ground, maybe take them across to your feet or ankles. Otherwise, reach the palms up, shoulders out of your ears. Try to nod your head knowing yes, be soft. Taking one last deep breath in. And on your exhale, release your bind so your hands come to the earth. All together, halfway lift. Inhale, palms under your shoulders, long spine, navel draws in. And as you exhale, Malasana, Garland Pose, heels in, toes out. You might need to creep them in a little bit. Come into that yogi squat. Booty down low. Hands at heart center. Elbows pressing into the thighs. And press those thighs equally back into your elbows. Nice engagement. You can soften your eyes. Let go of some tension. Some heat maybe was created for you. Start to cool it back down with your breath. I'm just taking one more round of breath. When you're ready to exit this pose, you can bring your seat down to the floor, any way that calls to you. Booty down. We'll find butterfly pose with the soles of feet together, knees wide, or Baddha Konasana. Make sure the sitting bones are grounded and comfortable. Option to bring your palms and give yourself a little massage on the arches of your feet. Maybe find some round rotational movements here. I like to draw my elbows back and sort of round the spine like cat, and then start off with those cat-cow shapes, rounding nice and deeply, forward and back, taking your time. I like to go 3 directions, rather 3 times in one direction. And after I've gone 3 times in one direction, please, please, please remember to switch and take 3 times in the opposite direction. Sit bones stay grounded here. Sometimes my spine gets clicky about here. And that's okay. Actually feels really good. After about 3 circles, friends, come up to a nice tall erect spine. And to close out, seated comfortably any way that feels right for you. Perhaps it's lotus pose, perhaps it's your old general crisscross applesauce, whatever feels right. So for lotus pose, you want to bring one heel up towards your hip crease and the other heel up on top for the opposite hip crease. Sitting as comfortably best you can. Might not look like this, you might look even better. It might look different, and that is okay. Just get wherever you feel is right for your body. And from here, you can bring your hands together at your heart if you would like. And drop your chin down towards your chest, stretch the back of your neck. Maybe let your eyes float closed once again. Just breathing deeply, letting your inhales fill up your belly, and then your chest. And exhaling from the chest and down to the belly. I'm going to share in that mantra, I am enough. And share that silently with yourself or say it out loud and proud. I am enough. Let's together take one deep breath in through the nose, fill up the chest and the belly. Open mouth, sigh it out. And gently release your palms down towards your thighs. Blink your eyes open. Get comfortable. And thank you all for your time for being here today. And I think that mantra of I am enough, whatever you want to call that, however you want to say it to internalize it for yourself, it's so important. I know from personal experience that we have internal dialogue that just gets redded from our neurons that just is not positive. And if we let ourselves start to think that way, sometimes it can lead to more often, and then it can lead to a whole shift in our self-perception. And it's really important to capture that before it quite settles in to the fibers of our being and to feeling more of a set in stone way of how we feel about ourselves. So I am enough. 3 little simple words, so important and so true. Thank you for your time. Until we meet again on the mat, namaste.